KBAT 99.9. Muttley hanging out, man. Lzzy, my very special guest this afternoon. We were talking about Ronnie before the break, and you were talking about how awesome he was and how when you meet people, this is what I was talking about, when you meet people that are surreal, that you don't. And I won't make my Ronnie story, but yeah, I met Ronnie a bunch of times, and he actually had his home number, and he told me I could call him anytime, and he would spend an enormous amount of time talking to people. Talking about things like I carried on. I don't know how long of a conversation with Ronnie James Dio about his cats.
That's awesome.
And it was phenomenal. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned Ronnie because yeah, he was a sweetheart of a guy, and I don't think you'll find anyone that will say anything other than that about him. I don't think.
Absolutely, and it's good to hear all those stories from people that have met him because up until that point, I hadn't really met anybody that knew him besides maybe some people in our management or whatever. And so it was really neat to, even after he passed, hear all, the same stories. He was literally that person to everybody. So it wasn't just you're a little girl in the band.
Yeah, and especially someone who had such a talent as he did, who you wouldn't have necessarily been surprised if he'd have been maybe a little standoffish, a little aloof, or maybe a little, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So yeah,
absolutely.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, no, just absolutely phenomenal. So that's cool that it was Dio of all the people.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you take with you.
Yeah, my times with that, I'll remember that forever.